Hey folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Ark of Charon? Not sure. This is a game that you can find on Steam's Early Access program for about $22 or so. I stress Early Access, that means everything that you're about to see here is most definitely subject to change. So first of all, this game has a peaceful mode, which is great. So if you're just in the mood to build on this creature's back and dig for resources, you could totally do that. Or you can have enemies that will attack in between, and there's a storm that will threaten your settlement and so on. So you can play peacefully, or you can play as the game intended. It looks like there's another game mode available, but I don't seem to have access to that yet. So what is this game about? Well, it's sort of a combination of three different games that I've played before. The first of which is Craft the World. It's a game about dwarves that you dig underground and build on the surface. And there's more to it than that, but the whole behavior of your golems kind of mimics the way the dwarves behave in that game. So there's that aspect to it. Dig underground, get resources, and then construct things on the rock above you, because like in The Wandering Village, which is another game that this game is similar to, you are going to be building on the back of this creature. You've got this rock on the surface, and you're going to be just creating structures on it and creating defensive turrets and the like. And ultimately, you're just trying to grow. Now, over time, this storm will hit your area, and you are forced to sort of launch, okay, and move on to a new area. That's where the game is similar to Dream Engine's Nomad Cities, another game I've played, where everything that is on your launch area, like in this case the rock, it'll come with you. But anything that you put in the grass or underground, that will be left behind. So there's again a cross of like three different games going on here. Craft the World for the whole digging thing and the resource gathering. Wandering Village because it's got this giant creature that's going to be moving from area to area. And then you've got that Dream Engine's Nomad Cities game where you've got this growing threat and you have to move, otherwise this storm will come and just do damage to your settlement. That's what this game is, and I'm really enjoying it. You gain technology points over time that will allow you to unlock new building types. Craft the World's technology system is incredibly large and cumbersome. Like a lot of it's achievement based, whereas in this game it's just, you get technology points over time and you spend them to unlock new recipes. That part of it's a lot of fun. There are priority settings, so you can have different, they're called golems in this. You'll be able to have them, do different things or prioritize on different things that they prefer to do, or if something that they're skilled in. And there's even meal settings on top of that. There's also, like I said, a world map where you're going to have to move on to the next area. You have to, because this storm will come if you have it on that particular game mode and will do damage to you. So you're going to pick what location you want to move to next. And that's, again, kind of similar to that whole Dream Engine's Nomad Cities game that I was kind of referring to earlier. But there's no, like, conveyor belts in this game like in Dream Engines. It's just more... It's got that Craft the World dwarf building, city building thing. Whereas, it's like I said, it's kind of a mishmash, but it works. It really does. It's not the best looking game I've played. Like, the graphics are pretty bare bones, and sometimes the menus seem like, I don't know, they don't feel very polished, I guess. But this is an early access title, so I guess that stands to reason. Now, when you do have to get up and move to a new area, you don't go there automatically. Your creature, whatever this thing is, the Ark of Charon or whatever, it gets up and starts walking. Now, here's the thing, though. This is where your defenses come into play. You're going to be constructing turrets to put on your base. You can put them on the rooftops or whatever. You get bonuses if they're higher up. But you can even take control of them and shoot, and you get unlimited ammo doing that. But ultimately, these defenses will shoot down enemy creatures that will be approaching your base. If you're going to do a manual aim, again, you don't lose ammo for using it, but it does take a little bit of practice to use. You have to get used to the arc and how everything behaves. And there are different ammo types that you can unlock. Like, I just unlocked the stone ballista shot. So it's like a lot stronger, but you have to craft them. Like you craft the ballista bolt, the wooden one, and then you unlock the recipe for the stone one if you do the right research in the technology tree. There's even trebuchets that you can unlock after that, and there's more to it. And there's even build structure limits. There is weight in this game, and you start with wood structures, and the higher up you build your structures, the worse it gets, and they may not be able to support those buildings anymore and just collapse. So you need to research like stone and other materials that you can make your housing out of in order to build higher. You also have to put crafting tables and cooking stations in buildings instead of just out in the open. So you kind of have to build different rooms and put things in them for safekeeping. All of that is great, and I'm really enjoying this game. So I do recommend this one. It's got everything I like about Craft the World, and even fixes a couple of things that I didn't like about Craft the World. And it's also got that whole rogue-like thing going on where you're going to be, over time, choosing the next location and constantly kind of building up your base as you go. I didn't see any permanent progression, but I don't think this game needs that, to be honest with you. One run could take you quite a while, especially if you put it on the whole peaceful mode. But I'm enjoying this. I definitely recommend giving this a shot if you can afford to get it in its early access state. There is a demo, so if you're on the fence, definitely try before you buy. But this is definitely up my alley. It's got everything I like about all of the three aforementioned games. And again, it could be polished a bit more. And the whole like golem combining, like you as you kill enemies, you get like different symbols, and you can spend these up to 3 of them to combine your golems into like different versions, and you can get negative effects on some of them by doing that. I wish that were explained a bit better, but like all in all, as an early access title, this is pretty solid. So give this one a look if you like what you see. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.